The world isn't kind. It isn't fair. It doesn't give a single damn about your feelings, your excuses, or your pathetic little dreams. The only thing that matters out there is power. Raw, unshakable, relentless power. And if you don't have it, if you don't take it, you will be crushed under the boots of men who do. So, I need to ask you something, and I want you to answer me with your chest. Do other men fear you? Do they respect you? When you walk into a room, do people straighten up, shut their mouths, and feel your presence? Or are you just another weakling, another sheep waiting to be slaughtered? There are men out there who command fear with nothing more than a glance. They don't need to put on a fake tough guy act. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They are simply undeniable. When they look at you, you feel it in your bones. Their presence alone makes lesser men hesitate, makes cowards retreat. And I'm going to tell you exactly what makes these men different. If you don't recognize these traits in yourself, then you better start working on them, right now. Because if you don't, you're already dead in the water. 1. Eyes of conviction. A man's power starts in his eyes. Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see fire? Do you see a weak, aimless boy waiting for the world to tell him what to do? Most men today are nothing more than vermin, sniveling, groveling, begging for direction. Their eyes are empty because they stand for nothing. Think back to times of real pressure, times when men were tested. Some bent the knee. They obeyed like livestock. But the real men, they stood firm. They had conviction in their eyes, and they would not break. You can lift weights all you want, puff out your chest, but if your eyes show weakness, you are nothing. A coward with muscles is still a coward. You want to be feared? Develop conviction so unshakable that even the devil himself backs the hell away from you. 2. The ability to read people. Weak men walk through life blind and get eaten alive. You cannot be one of them. Every liar, every manipulator, every snake in the grass. You need to spot them before they even breathe in your direction. This is what separates strong men from prey. The world is full of scum that live off deception. And when they realize you can see through their act, they fear you. You become the hunter, the one they cannot fool. Learn this skill and sharpen it every day, because the moment you can read a man like a book, you control the entire game. 3. Battle scars. Have you been through real hell? Have you bled, suffered, and clawed your way back to life? If not, you are still soft. A man who has faced true pain carries it with him. It's in his voice, his movement, his entire being. A man who has been in the trenches, who has stood in the fire and didn't run. He doesn't need to prove himself. He is power. And those who have never suffered, they can feel it. They know they don't belong in the same room as you. So if you've been through hell, good, wear those scars like armor. And if you haven't, then start. Seek pain, seek discomfort, because life won't wait for you to man up. 4. Silence is power. Weak men talk too much. They are terrified of silence. They scramble to fill every moment with meaningless chatter because deep down, they are frauds. A strong man, a dangerous man, he lets silence speak for him. He doesn't need to explain himself. Others freeze, because they've already made peace with what most men run from. Understand this. Death is coming. You can cower from it, or you can face it head on and live with the kind of fearlessness that makes others tremble. 6. Embracing discomfort. Weak men are addicted to comfort, and that's why they die forgotten. The strong seek out discomfort. They thrive in struggle. They make pain their playground. Most people are living in a self-imposed cage, too afraid to push themselves, too scared to suffer. And when they see a man who embraces the storm, it breaks them. So start now. Push your limits. Break yourself down, because if you don't, life will break you anyway. 7 Monday. The unconcerned mind. If you care about what others think, you are a slave. The strongest men, the ones who own this world, do not care. They do not bend. They do not seek approval. Stop seeking validation. Stop trying to impress the sheep. The only thing that matters is your mission. The rest? Irrelevant. 8. Mystery. Never let people figure you out. Never give them the blueprint to your mind. Predictability is weakness. A man who is an open book is a man who can be controlled. The most dangerous men are enemics. They do not reveal their plans. They keep people on edge. They force others to respect them simply because they cannot be understood.